Yo, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Um, Hold on. We gotta fix this. It's too dark in here. This ring light, it casts a shadow. There we go. Ah, perfect. I can be seen. Hi. What's going on? How y'all doing? Hope y'all had a wonderful day. No, I don't want that damn thing. Get it out of here. But yeah, how we doing? Hope y'all are doing good. Sorry I didn't get it started earlier like I normally do. Um, had a family event to go to, so we are starting a little later than normal. We're only going until probably about 1. So 10:30 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1. So a 3-hour stream. So it'll be a short one. Yeah. So how was everyone's day? What everyone get into? Did 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 you find yourself in situations that you did not think that you would find yourself in? Were you faced with the leopards? Um, because yeah, there's a lot of people who are finding out right now that the leopards are about to eat their face. Same leopards that they were just petting. Oh, they're so cute. There's no way these leopards would ever eat my face. And then surprised that the leopards are about to eat my face. I don't know, guys. Um, I don't know anymore. I don't know why I'm separating this. I don't have to separate this out yet, but I'm doing it anyways. So I guess we're just getting things ready. Put that there. So yeah, I got the guys and gals on the Discord. So let me go ahead and unmute myself. Um, back.
Welcome back.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also tired.
Tired too. Let's get ready to be.
Go ahead, and switch over here to the craft cam. I did a little bit more work on this over the weekend.
Nice.
Oops. Got more of the ear done. When I get done with the thread that I'm working on here, I'm gonna move over back to the forehead and try to get down to where we are. Try to keep everything kind of even, if you will.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's put a lot of red up here. Yeah, cool. Alright, I need to double check. Where the hell am I? Let's see.
Oh yeah. Make better memories, that's for sure.
1, 2, 3, 5,
Sorry, you just calling and I called in.
15.
I understand the boys not going to be in school today.
2.
But need more education today. His dad was telling them whenever they started explaining literally everything.
You know what? Turn that on. I
Yeah,
totally
we were
forgot.
just downstairs playing with the girl.
Gotta be able to hear when people message me.
The space potty and
Especially if UDP decides to come in here and give me shit about stealing scores back.
That's funny.
Bud, hope you have a good day. Oh, I didn't cut it off. No, dude, I see that.
What are these scissors?
Alright, cool. That's alright. I believe I said there was. So 10 away from.
I got some bitch did all that.
You like the new mouse, right down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Since Jeff showed Cubby how to program all 8 ships to his hotkeys, Cubby's got 12 hotkeys on the side of his mouse.
That's great.
Does it fit your hand properly? Looks like it's a little small.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
You summoned him, good job.
Go.
So I had to make sure I had one of my programs turned on so I can hear if someone messaged me, especially UDP if he decides to come in here and go about stealing my scores.
I just got home.
Nice.
I'm eating tamales.
Even nicer. Went to the Science Museum with my dad and the boy today. Dad's been in town all week.
Nice.
It was fun. Drove 12 hours Sunday just to come spend the week and hang out with us.
Ooh.
Right on.
So I decided on his way down Sunday that Wednesday, today, we were going to go break up the week and go courtside.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
That membership we got it around Thanksgiving.
I seen they do cheap memberships if you're on assistance.
Yep.
They do.
It's like $50 for one adult, one child, I think.
Yep.
Or maybe it was 2 adults, 1 child. It was something crazy like $54 as soon as I get some money. Because do you know that that pass is actually good at like there's a lot of places. I forget how. It's like all child museums. They partner with like 64 places or something. I can't remember the exact number, but it was a lot. Other museums like the Newport Aquarium, the Wilds, Columbus Zoo. Like there's a lot of places you can go to for free with that pass.
Somebody donated a co-sign membership to every 5th grade student in my district.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really
And
cool.
because I subscribed to the newsletter from COSI, I found out before the school told everybody. So I claimed ours 2 hours before everybody else did.
Nice.
That's why it pays to be informed.
Oh, and I caught its official ET stream earlier.
Nice.
We were getting on the road to go to Roosters, and he went, and I was like, I'm sending you alerts. Not to cost you with Dad and the boy. That's it. The boy surprised him and impressed him with how much he actually knew about history.
Oh. Really, yeah.
Shows he's paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew how to work a rotary phone before my dad had the chance to show him. He's like, okay, you're so smart, show me how to do it. He said, okay, dialed Norgie's number, and then after he dialed Norgie's number, then he dialed his name in the rotary phone. Oh yeah, not in Morse code.
Take that.
Because they had the little Morse code bird right next to the thing, and it had a bird that shouted out the letter you were typing.
Nice. More.
Gotta love tamales.
And you know what else I like? Grenade.
Oh, yeah.
Grenade, not Kool-Aid.
What grenade? What?
My grenade is gonna be on hold.
This goddamn headset, I swear to God.
I'm
falling on my head. Fuck yeah.
Did I just see a flash?
December sounds typical for March. It's still February.
I thought it was just my light that just flickered.
Yep, we're having thunderstorms.
I know. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, I went to use the restroom, and I heard a clap of thunder. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a big ass storm that went just north of us, of Columbus. Like it rode 70 pretty much.
Right. So, I'm gonna go back over here. To believe.
Thor has arrived.
Woo. It's also got some kick.
You were news.
Huh?
I'm scrolling again.
Over here showing me fucking dumbass memes.
Alright. Not exactly sure how many that is, but there's no breaks. It's just straight across.
I got no brakes.
Smeagol's not pleased.
It's one, as long as I have...
My brakes are out.
I'm just a pothole.
I've got
Tires all flat and junk.
got 4 rows before I gotta go ahead and start working on the eyebrow. That right eyebrow looking thing. Yeah, it's an eyebrow, isn't it? Yeah, it's an eyebrow. We're gonna call that an eyebrow. Sure.
I love you, kid. My favorite.
UDP, you got the hiccups over there, Bubba? I think UDP's got the hiccups. So UDP, what other scores have you taken from me, Bubba?
Nothing outside of what I sent you already. I haven't played today. But I'm about to start.
Oh shit. You.
I got 8 tamales at me.
Oh, so, I learned something interesting this evening.
Uh-oh.
You guys have seen the movie Clerks and all the other Jay and Silent Bob movies, right?
What?
Mallrats.
Mallrats, right? So when I say Dante, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Brian O'Halloran. Yep. I learned that he was on Fox's game show The Floor.
I don't think I've seen that.
So
I'm actually gonna take your shower real quick. Be right back.
all right. So The Floor is it's a game show where you have a gridded out floor, and each contestant holds onto a spot on that floor, and that spot contains a subject. You know, you got to go ahead and say, I'm proficient in this subject, and they give you that subject, and then you stay there on that floor. They will randomize who's going to be selected, and the person who's selected gets to choose from the other players that are around them to try and take over their square. So whoever they challenge, they then go up to the main stage with Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe goes, okay, we're challenging this person, so the person who holds onto that square that they stand in has a subject of blah, and we're looking for this kind of answer. Whatever you see up on the screen, give us the answer. Give us the whatever it is that you see up there, and then they kind of go from there. So Brian O'Halloran was holding on to.
Oh, it's fucking hailing here.
Oh, shit.
Oh god.
Brian O'Halloran was holding on to the.
Those cool stick. Oh, my card will get fucked up.
He was holding on to the subject of 20th century inventions.
Back quick. Fucking tornado next.
I'm pulling up radar right now for you, Bubba.
Yeah, that's what I was supposed to look at. Because I'm right on the edge of it. Chances are fucking likely.
I got radar pulled up. There are no
If this
warnings. Looks like you get the heaviest rain coming at you right now.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good about warnings. I usually watch out Ryan Hall.
Yeah.
He's a defunct weatherman that started his own shit and blew up on YouTube. Dude's making millions of dollars doing it by himself. Studio is definitely holding him back.
Let's see. It doesn't give me the option to see if there's hail up in the. Well, maybe. Hold on. Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just had it here.
severity, hail. Yep.
Battery. Shows the battery level.
It's about 1/4 inch.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it was a big ass part of the storm that missed us earlier.
All right, here we go. Back. Okay. Let's get back to this. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in because I think. All right, straight across. And swing on back. Ba-doop. Shaggy shuffle off to bed.
She shuffled off to go play games.
Ah.
Or with her 3D printer.
Yeah.
Either way, she's off doing something else. She likes to sleep unless she's not together. I know her schedule's been fucked up.
So yeah, we got this work done a little bit over the weekend. I figured I probably wouldn't get a whole lot done tonight, or around tonight, but I might end up taking Friday off to get things ready for next month's charity, which is, again, we're switching over to Starlight Children's Foundation for 50K to Mario Day. And continuing to support Mario throughout the rest of March. I should say Starlight through the rest of March. With the Mario Day theme. But I want to go ahead and make sure that I got things set and ready to roll for our first stream. Which will be Sunday. Unless I decide to go ahead and do something on Saturday. Apparently, I also got a package that's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, so I gotta keep my eyes out for that.
What's in the box?
I mean, I want to know. Just like when we were trying to figure out what was in the rug.
That lady that dug that rug up in her yard.
Yeah, out in Reynoldsburg. Crazy, dude.
I think it turned out to be nothing.
It did turn out to be nothing. I mean, it was good that they were so, like, you know, cautious about it. But dude, that whole thing blew up on the internet. There were people coming up with wild fucking theories left and right.
It was entertaining.
Yeah. My wife was following it, her and all of her friends were following it too. They made their own little chat group just to talk about it. It's crazy.
Just advanced to level 2.
It's level 2.
Mini 6.
He just advanced in my server. Shit, apparently the mouse that I can just box off Gucci.
Now keep in mind, Bluetooth can be interrupted by other Bluetooth signals, just like old wireless can. So that, and given that the Xbox uses Bluetooth for their controllers,
That's how they hijack keyboards and mice.
I remember when I first started streaming, I was having a hard time with something Bluetooth. I can't remember exactly what it was, but every now and then it would start interrupting my controller. And
I guess it was Bluetooth.
I think it was because of the fact that I had my Bluetooth turned on my phone, and it was interrupting with my controller. And I was right next to the Xbox at that point. I'm like, I don't understand this. I'm disconnected from the or I'm not connected wired. But I'm right next to the Xbox. There should be no reason why I'm having this much input lag. And the moment I turned off my phone's Bluetooth, the problem cleared up for the most part. It came back every now and then because of the fact that Bluetooth on my computers were turned on. Eventually, I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm right here next to the Xbox. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the cord that comes with it and just plug it in. Take the battery out of the damn thing, not even worry about it.
Yeah, I thought the microwave wiped out mine. It disconnected the Bluetooth and the speakers started popping. I thought it was like totally wiped out. I was like 12 inches away from the microwave too, just kind of walking by it, getting stuff ready.
You thinking that the microwave shielding failed or cracked or something like that? That's how it...
Well, all microwave shields fail. A little bit of alpha and beta both do come out of the microwave. Just trace amounts though.
Right.
But it's definitely not good to stand within 12 inches of it. I'd say it's unsafe. They just don't tell you so they can keep selling them to you.
I was gonna say, because I remember when I was a kid, I'd stand right with my face pressed up against the door, watching the pizza be make like, come on.
I mean, for the most part, it's not extremely, detrimental.
Right.
I don't think it's great.
Worst case scenario, I turn into the Hulk. It's fine.
But if you remember the old foot x-rayers, so they could just tell your shoe size. Oh God, that gave a lot of people cancer. It was dumping people or dosing them with radiation like thousands of times the legal amount they were supposed to give people. They didn't know it.
And now you can buy your own foot scale online on Amazon.
Amazon
Speaking
scale.
of Amazon, don't forget to use your Amazon Prime.
It's like the new metric scale.
Right.
Looks like they're about to fast track this drone place, manufacturing plant that's going in down in Nobel. It's supposed to be the largest employer in, I wasn't sure if it was Columbus or all of Ohio. Maybe for one facility. But I'm sure it's just because they don't have robots and automation in that field yet. That'll change real soon.
All right, y'all. We're heading to bed. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, bud.
All right, bro. Later, man.
FTK must be out shitting in the woods again. Is the bear shit in the woods? Well, I don't know. Ask FTK. He's close enough to a bear that we got. Okay, about done with this row, at least half of it. I'm gonna say half because again we're doing half stitches and then we'll turn around and go back with the other half. Make it a full cross stitch. Alright, now for the return. Here we go. Again, chat, here we go. We've done half stitches here. And now we're gonna go ahead and go back through and start doing the full cross. So again, chat, we are just we got a late start tonight because I had a family event that happened, and we're only going to about 1:30 tops, and then I gotta get to bed. Now this means that I will not be raiding out tonight, so I'm not gonna be able to stick around and say hi and all the fun things. So. Tomorrow we will be streaming at our normal time of about 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere around that time, and then go until about 8:30. Probably about 8, honestly. I got a game that my buddy at work told me I should check out. It's called. Go ahead and make sure I got the right terminology here. Animalia Survival. Basically, you select an animal from the African wilds, and you fight to survive. One of the ones that he kept seeing on TikTok, on the TikTokies, was that of a crocodile. He said he could sit there and sneak up on prey that are sitting there drinking from the water, or you could or you can go ahead and sneak up on a fisherman at the edge of the water. It's like, that's fun. You can grab him by the leg and drag him into the water, rip and tear and twirl. Alright, this row is almost done. I think we're about somewhere between 12 and 15, 10 to 12 to 15 stitches left. Actually, probably even that much. Alright. That row's done. Alright, we are now working on this row. Right there. You got this row and two more before the row with the top of the eyebrow here. So we're not doing too bad here, chat. I need to get a better. One, I need to get a better cam. Two, I want to go ahead and get this thing more centered. There's got to be a way. I was thinking about maybe finding out if I can use the I can use one of the extension arms that I got from Elgato, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a plausible option, if that makes sense. So, for right now, I'm kind of stuck with it where it is. I am gonna have to probably go ahead and swap out the thread here. Just a little bit. Oh, I need to make a quick announcement over there. that there. Get stuff out of the way. The notifications and what that I seen. I'm like, oh, I want to clear that out of the way. Okay, got that done. Sorry about that, chat. Let's go. And now my eyes want to bug out. Hold on. Stealth, did you blow smoke in my eyes? Damn it. Stealth mute. Either stealth muted or he went out to poop the woods. Here in the next hour, I'm gonna check and see if I got a notification about the Powerball. Yo, Rebel Girl, what is up? How you doing? Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? I am working on making a go ahead and hand this out a little bit here. Working on a cross-stitch project for my daughter of Rainbow Heart Bear, as she is our rainbow baby. This is something that my mom had done for me when I was my daughter's age. I was really big into in in into the Care Bears around that time. Probably not as much as I was into He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, but I had my Tender Heart Bear, and then the movie came out, and Secret Bear and Braveheart Lion were my two favorites from the movie outside of Tenderheart, and my mom kind of saw that I was always taking a Secret Bear around with me, so she decided to go ahead and do a cross-stitch project of Secret Bear, and she did that for a what was the fuck on it? I used to have it right there at the tip of my tongue. Do all thing, and I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. When my mom used to actually teach needle arts, or fiber arts, I guess you could say. Needle working, cross stitching, loop stitching, you name it. She did that through. It was I used to know it right there at the tip of my tongue, and I lost it. I had it right there. Let me see if I can figure that out again. I used to. Why am I having a problem remembering? Oh, that's right, Rockstar, because you're old. Shut up. I want to say it was Circle something. Well, for this, yeah, I learned a little bit when I was younger. Like I watched her do it, and of course she tried to get me to try to do it a couple times, but you know, being younger, and having needles, being kind of deathly afraid of needles as it was, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Now eventually I did end up trying to learn some through other arts and crafts activities, but when we did that, it was with a bigger piece of medium. So instead of using embroidery floss, we were using actual strands of yarn, and so I learned that from there, and then as I got older, I always kind of look back at the project my mom did for me. I said, you know, at some point I'm going to do that for my kids, and hopefully my kids they end up getting into Care Bears enough that they're like, you know what, I want to have this as something for me. So and so, you know, when my oldest was born, we got her the Rainbow Heart Bear to signify again that she is our rainbow baby. And the youngest, she's our everything spooky Halloween girl. So I'm gonna do another one for her, and that one's gonna be Trick or Sweet Bear. That one's not gonna be quite as eccentric with the highlights and everything that I'm doing. Uh, so with that, I'm not gonna say it's gonna take me. It's not gonna be faster to go ahead and do that one, but it's gonna be a heck of a lot easier to do that one, because I'm not gonna have, low lights and highlights to go ahead and do, on top of the base color. I'll do the outline. I'll do the single color, for everything, and just kind of go from there. Yeah. Anyway, so moving back onto what I was saying though. So when I got here recently, when I started getting into streaming and whatnot, it slowly dawned on me when I was doing a couple different things inside of Photoshop. It was kind of dawning on me that I'm essentially working a cross-stitch kind of art here, because if you think about it, cross-stitch was your very first form of pixel art. Every cross-stitch is essentially a pixel, right? So I figured, well, shoot, now is more than time than any time to go ahead and start learning that kind of stuff. So I sat down with my mom, not this past Christmas, but Christmas before, and I said, I'm going to go ahead and get some materials, and I want you to start teaching me again how to do this. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Like, cool. So she sat down with me. It took one lesson to say, okay, this is how you get the thread started, and how you anchor it down, and then you go to town from there, and you do it the way that you want to do it. Here are my suggestions, and then you just kind of adapt and do whatever you want to do from there. I'm like, all right, cool. So and I showed her this piece that I was working on this weekend, because I took this over and I did more of the ear over here. I was showing her the back, and she's like, yeah, that's looking really good. It for the most part, it's very clean. You're not having a whole lot of wild threads going everywhere. I mean, you are a little bit here and a little over here, but otherwise, for the most part, it's a really clean piece. So she's liking it so far. Although she also agrees with me that the low lights, the highlights, the regular colors, it's I don't know, it's weird the way that this is all working out. But I mean, it's not quite the same as it is up here. Like the regular coloring here and this darker color, they don't blend very well here. I mean, you can kind of see it there, but I don't know. It's funny. Yeah, I'm sure it'll turn out great too. An artist is always going to be more hypocritical of themselves than the critics, right? they're going to focus so much on it that they're like, I don't like it. But I mean, I've already kind of goofed up over here too. So if you notice, this bit over here, I was doing good. I'd gotten this part. I got all this part here, and I was working my way back up to here, because this red dot is where I started from. Oh, you can't see it there. Hold on. the thing will change back in a second. But at the very top of the ear, the very top of the right ear, our left side, its right side, is where I started from. And when I got to the ear, on the back end of the what do you call it, the outline, I realized I'm like right here at the end of where I don't want to be yet. I am supposed to still have like another 10 to 15 stitches between where I'm at right now and where I need to go. I've either done too much or I've done too little. I don't know where I went wrong. So I ended up going ahead and doing what here we go. This red spot right here is where I started from. I put a little stitch in there in the digital. The site I'm using is called Floss Cross. It's a great site to get your pattern set. Anyways, I went ahead and I put a little X there showing where I started from, so that way I knew where I started from, where I'm gonna end at, and all that other stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I got to this one point here, and I'm just like, man. So I ended up going ahead and doing what they call frogging, where I take all the stitches that I just did out, going back to the hand here, and then just kind of going, all right, I need to go ahead and sacrifice some things. So I sacrificed that one part of its right cheek there, and that seems to have done okay, but I'm interested to see how I get it all pulled off. So there's a wee bit more I got to do, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Did you experience any of the storms that rolled through, or are you in the part of the country or world that is nice and dry at the moment? It got up to 60 degrees here today, or close to 60, I should say. And it's currently 41, which is nice. It hasn't dropped back down to the 30s. I think it was Creative Circle. Is that it? Yeah, Creative Circle. That's what it was. Creative Circle is the company essentially that was teaching people how to do fiber arts. Check something. Sure. April 20th. Okay. All right, let's go. March 4th, it starts Mardi Gras. Let's go. I don't know why, chat, but I kind of want to go ahead and do a stream on Tuesday and wear a whole bunch of beads. and it would be just a little talking stream. It wouldn't be a like a crafting or gaming stream. Just sit back and have some fun. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna call it a quarter of the way through. We've reached the halfway point of our half stitches. Again, if you're not sure, again, cross stitches are a series of stitches that cross each other. Therefore, it's called cross stitch. Every cross stitch is a full X. And right now I am doing half of that X all the way across, and then I'm going to turn around and go back the opposite direction. That it's kind of blurry, but I mean, I really don't have much of a choice here because I'm Now, the other thing that we do here, Rebel, if you didn't know, or if you didn't know, we actually, one way we get around the whole DMCA thing is we're listening to a bunch of local stuff, local music right now. Right now we got a band on here called Liquid 16. These guys have been around for at least since 1999, if not maybe just a few years before that. I reached out to them as well as every other band that we have. Well, I shouldn't say every other band. There's a couple bands that I'm not able to reach out to anymore because they're not together anymore. But most of the bands that we have from the local scene have given me permission to play their stuff. They're not asking for anything. I've already gone ahead and bought their music, or I've got a subscription to YouTube Music, so they get their royalties one way or another from the plays. So as far as they're concerned, they're perfectly fine in that case. But I've at least gone ahead and asked to make sure I'm okay with playing. There is still one band that we will generally get a mute on their music, but all I do is go in and challenge the mute, say no, I have permission from the rights holders to play this music on my stream. And generally speaking, when they get that, they immediately go ahead and, or I shouldn't say immediately. There's been times where it's taken a day or two. But generally, it's as soon as Twitch receives the I have permission notification, they unmute it generally within minutes. like I said, there's a couple bands that are no longer around, partially because they broke up because they hit that wall. You know, their whole reason for playing was to become famous, and they were overlooked by talent scouts and like, look, it's been 13 years since we were doing this. We're done. You know, like, okay, I get it. You have no arguments here for me, you know. You know, there's another band that we have that we play here as well. They broke up. No, they're no longer together because the lead singer, he was battling with addiction. And for the longest time, we understood that he was sober. He was getting his life in order, and he was working on making his way back into the local music scene. I do believe I had heard that they were working on new material, and before they could have a chance to release any of that new stuff, he tragically relapsed, let his demons take hold, and sadly he passed from an accidental overdose, if I understand correctly. But it was a drug related death, unfortunately. So I have no way of contacting the family or any of the former members of the band, but I would suspect that they would be absolutely ecstatic to allow for someone like myself to play their music, because what that does is that allows for Justin to still remain alive. Maybe not physically, but at least in spirit, you know. And that is still better than nothing at all. But again, that's the one way we get around the DMCA thing, because again, it's local music, and local bands are going to always go, look, you're going to go ahead and give us exposure? Heck yeah. You know, they understand that you know, streamers are little guys. We're not some sort of big national corporation that's gonna make millions and thousands and millions of dollars off their music with our content, you know. And especially when I tell them, look, I most of everything that I do is all for charity anyways, so any money I get from stream or from my merch, you know, all of that goes directly back into, whether it's back into charity, whether it's the charity that I'm fundraising for, or if it's Chef Steve's charity that he's raising awareness for, or Rusty, or whoever our teammates are raising awareness for. And if our teammates aren't raising awareness for something, and one of my other friends who's not on the team is raising awareness for something, I'll donate to their cause. I try to aim for our team first, help them first, and then when no one's on, and I'm feeling generous, then I'm gonna help others. Get back here, you. A little bit, but not much. We're entering that point where I'm going to have to transition over to another thread, which will be an interesting interesting little educational moment. You guys are wondering what I just did there. My eyes got crossed a little bit there for a minute, so I had to figure out where I was going. I was like, okay, am I going here? Here? Am I going here? Where am I going? So I brought down the thread to see where at on the Ada cloth it was touching. Since it's right there, I know that I need to go over to that right there. So that's where I need to go right there. The funny thing was when my mom was teaching me, the very first thing that I did was the 8-bit Mario project, and I hadn't even gone ahead and started using any of the black yet, but I'd bought black thread because I was going to need it at some point. Which, funny story about that, we'll come back to that. I ended up buying the wrong kind of thread. Again, we'll come back to that. My mom, though, she was like, the one thing that you're gonna hate the most is you're gonna hate working with black thread. I don't know how many times I got lost and trying to figure out where I was going. I was like, Mom, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with the black thread. I think most problems that I'm gonna have, if I'm gonna use white thread on white Ada cloth, that's where I'm gonna probably end up getting lost and confused. Now, if I use there's some Ada cloth that's out there that's kind of like a midnight blue or even black Ada cloth. That is a little easier to see, probably, to go ahead and see the white thread, but then the black thread's gonna be the problem child there. Yeah, I think the black on darker cloth versus white on white cloth, white thread on white cloth. That's just gonna be tough to track down there. Now, a lot of people. I'm honestly surprised that a lot of people haven't asked, why I'm not using a loom, like a circle loom. And I actually do have an old loom sitting off to the side over here. It's one my mom used for one of her projects, and yeah, it did not work the way I wanted to. I found that the way that I was using it, is not the way that most other people use it. Because if you notice how I do things, I look at both sides to see where I'm going. I don't like trying to guess where I'm going and sit there and constantly poke myself to try to find the right hole. I like seeing where I'm going. I know that doesn't sound doesn't sound very PG. I'm sorry, okay? But the fact of the matter though was that part of the finish on the wood was coming off on was rubbing off onto my piece wherever I had it latched onto or being held onto on the rollers and whatnot. Every time I lift it up and go down, it was rubbing the finish off of the wood and transferring it onto the piece. I'm like, I don't like it. So I abandoned using it. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm good. And on top of that, I mean, the damn thing's as old as I am, if not older. You know, it's at least 44, 45 years old. So it's seen better days. It has been stars on many plays. All right, so here's what we're gonna do right now, Chad. We're about out of room there. Why are you flickering? So we're gonna clip a little bit of that off. I'll keep this right here. And now comes the fun part. Now we're gonna go ahead and use our little thread helper here. This little thing right here. Alright, so we got our thread helper threaded through the eye of the needle there. I'm gonna take our other piece of thread that we had pulled, and we are gonna go ahead and put this on through. What time is it? 12? Okay. Here we go. There we are. Okay. All right. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do here, chat, just so that way you know understand what I'm doing. So what we've got is we've got this little piece of thread that's left right here, okay? A little piece of thread that's left right there, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back here to this point right here. So not that spot there, but this spot right here. What this is gonna do is we're gonna go back essentially a half stitch. Try to keep that out of the way here for a moment, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this on through. give ourselves just a wee bit left. Right now, keeping all that out of our way, we're gonna go ahead and remake There we go. Alright, so what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this on through. We're going to hold down both the old thread, the old thread tail and the new thread tail. Pull this on through. We did not hold that down very well. That happens from time to time. All right, move that back out of the way. All right. Now, back up. Here we go. All right. Alright, that time, that worked. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them out of the way here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this through just like I would normally. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the thread over here this way. This way, when I go to pull this through, it doesn't pull the rest of the tail back through the hole. And what should happen is we should essentially loop lock it in, essentially, is what we've just done. Alright, we're going to do that a couple more times. Without getting the tail, without stabbing the tail or getting it in the way. Alright, here we can see here where I ended up stabbing the thread, so I gotta go ahead and back the needle out a little bit, pull the tail up, back down, grab the needle and pull. Alright, after this, I'm going to after I lock this one, this in with another loop stitch, or a loop lock, as I like to call it, I'm now going to clip the remainder of the tail off, leave it just a little bit left so we can go ahead and loop lock the last little bit there. And what this basically does is it locks into place the old thread and the new thread, essentially marrying them together, if you will. Let's see. When I get done with this row here, we'll take a little break to watch a video about our campaign. Talk a little bit more about why we're doing what we're doing, and kind of go from there. Uh-oh. I don't think that was where it's supposed to be gone. That is wrong. How in the world? That's better. I don't know how in the world. I sidestepped the pre-existing hole that was there and made myself a new one. But I did. Okay. Okay, now here comes the fun part. Get that out of the way for a moment. Now working with this row. Oh. Rockstar, yeah, you can't see. Oh, sorry. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We may lose this light for a moment, so don't worry. All right, so the line that we're working with right now, or the row rather that we're working with, is this row right here. We're going to work with that row, and we're going to probably end up working a little bit with this row here too, before my thread runs out. So well, I think once I get done with this thread, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. But while we've still got some time, let's watch a quick video about why we do what we do. And again, right now we're raising awareness for Extra Life. Extra Life, if you guys don't know, is a wonderful charity organization that helps out local area hospitals that are within the Children's Miracle Network network of hospitals. So let's watch this video here. We'll watch an impact video. In fact, we'll watch this first one, and I'll be right back.
No matter where you are, whether shopping at a store or online, dancing with your classmates, or gaming with your friends, everyone has a chance to positively change children's health by supporting their local children's hospital. You can help change kids' health and change the future for all of us. Register at extra-life.org.
There we go, guys. That was again the website, or sorry, the the impact video for Extra Life. Extra Life, again, like I said, is a charity organization that is powered. Is a program of the Nationwide Children's Hospital network of hospitals. And or did I say nationwide? I'm sorry. It's part of the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals, and our very own Nationwide Children's Hospital is part of that network. That's who we're raising the awareness for right now. We do have a goal of $1,000. I doubt we're gonna get there by the next 2 days, but you never know. We'll see what happens. As of right now, we've raised $61, and most of that, actually, all of that is from the payout that I got from Twitch. I said it before, and I'll say again: whenever I get a payout from Twitch or from Fourth Wall, or even if I get some sort of a payout through Bonfire, which I'll be launching relaunching the Bonfire campaign for next year, for this year's Mario Day campaign. Any money that I make directly off of the charity campaigns, any money I make off of Twitch, any money that I make off of the merch websites, all of that goes right back into our campaign. And if I'm not live, I try to go ahead and post it to someone else's campaign. Or, if I end up going ahead and getting quite a bit, I'm like, oh, look, we're going to go ahead and we're going to post a little bit here, and we're going to post a little bit over here, and we're going to post a little bit over here, so we can help spread the awareness and spread the help. Because it's all going to go to the same place if we're all raising awareness for the same thing. If I'm raising awareness for Starlight, like I'm going to be doing next month, Chef Steve's raising awareness for Starlight next month, it's still going to go into our team it's going to go into each of our individual campaigns, or it's going to go into Chef Steve's or my campaign. But one way or another, it's going to get into our team campaign, and then that's still going to get to Starlight, right? Now let's go ahead and say, let's say I decide, instead of helping out myself, my campaign, Chef Steve's campaign, or any of our teammates' campaigns, that I help out a friend's campaign, like say Amish Ace or 9.5, or maybe we decide to help out Black Apple Creative, aka Blapple. If for some reason I decide I'm going to help them out instead of my own teammates, then I'm going to help them out. One way or another, if we're all raising awareness for the same thing, again, for Starlight, then I don't see a problem helping others in that case. Teammates or not. We're all teammates when we're raising awareness for the same thing. And, we all, it's not us that wins, it's the kids, it's the hospitals that we're raising awareness for. Those are the folks who win. And that's what matters the most when it comes to how I see myself helping out others. Now, again, if you guys want to help my campaign out, !donate, follow the link over to our Tiltify page and donate today. Again, you can also look into doing other things like going over to our merch page over on Fourth Wall. All merch sales go to help out the current campaign, whether it's and whether I get paid during this campaign or I get paid during the next campaign, whichever campaign I'm running at that time, the money that's raised during that, when I get that payout, that's where the money's going to. You can sub to the channel and or cheer bits. Monetary gains that I get from Twitch is also going to go right back into the charity campaign. And if spending money is not your gig, you know, if that's not what helps, what drives you to help out with charities, help spread the word, educate, inspire others, join our team, help us raise awareness for things like Extra Life, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Starlight Children's Foundation, breast cancer awareness through programs like Fuck Cancer, or the American Heart Association, like Chef Steve's been doing this month. Or let's go ahead and go a completely different route and help out disabled individuals find their spot within the gaming communities through the power of video games. We can help out those who are disabled, right? Through a program called through a program called Able Gamers. These are the programs that we love to help out with. You know, again, if you decide to join our team, we've already got team campaigns that are active, running right now. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at one of those. Look at these team campaigns that we have running right now. Let me show you all the campaigns that we have running as a team. These are all the team You can't see it right now. Hold on. These are all the team campaigns that we have active as of right now. So again, we have the Mario Day campaign, the 50K to Mario Day campaign, which is a Starlight Children's Foundation event that's happening next month, all month next month. This campaign is live right now, and if you're already part of our team on Tiltify, all you got to do is come here to this team campaign, or come into the team profile, come to the campaigns, and there's usually a button over here that says create a campaign. And it's just that easy. You click that button, it automatically finds the campaign, links it up with the event that's happening. All you've got to do is hit next, enter in the amount that you want to raise, hit add in any media that you want to add in, whether it's a still picture, a live video link if you're going to be going streaming or anything like that, YouTube page, whatever have you. You can link that up and then hit next, and you're done. You publish your campaign, and then all you got to do from there is go through your overlays setup. Now the team campaign has its own overlays. So like what we have up here at the very top of the page, you'll see that the banner at the very top flips back and forth between my campaign and our team campaign. That's just something that I do personally. You don't have to go ahead and get that, but that team campaign is there, or the overlay for the team banner is there if you want it. But that's just that's just one way. You can continue on down here. Like for instance, here's what I was talking about. There's the button right there, right behind me. Excuse me, you can't see. I'm in the way. This right here. This is the button I was talking about, where you can come into the into a campaign that you don't have anything running for right now, and you can pop over here, click this button, and boom, you got yourself a campaign set up and ready to roll. You can see here where Chef Steve and Electrifying Radio have campaigns opened up. Radio sadly hasn't raised anything yet, and he may keep this open up the whole year long. But who knows? Maybe he just decides to do it for February, and then that's it. Because the event is a 28 day of heart. So, we can only do so much, and it doesn't matter if you raise $1, or $2,000 like Steve does, or if you don't raise anything at all, but you what matters is that you educate and inspire others. That's the thing. That's what you got to do. That's all you got to do, really. And again, like I said, there's other campaigns that are running year long. There's our St. Jude year-long campaign, Starlight year-long campaign, Stack Up year-long campaign, which we've raised $115 for so far. The F Cancer year-long campaign, which we raised $110 right here on this channel. What happened to the money that we raised for F Cancer on Chef Steve's channel? The answer to that is simple. He created his F Cancer campaign prior to our creating of the team campaign. He actually did it at the end of December, and carried it on through into January. So anything that he raised for that was for an event that wasn't our year-long campaign, so he didn't link up with that, sadly. We have the Extra Life year-long campaign, which is what I'm doing right now, which we raised $61 there. We've got the Able Gamers campaign, which is again happening year-long. I'll likely be jumping into that in October. We've got the ASAN, which is something that our friends Norgoth Gaming and Devil Beater are working on. They've raised $100 so far for that, and that's in honor of their son Broseph, who has used, who's benefited rather from the things that from the Autism Self-Advocacy Network has provided to him and his family. So they're doing that in honor of their son. And then there's the National Kidney Foundation campaign. Now this was a campaign that we started last year, and no one raised anything for it. No one touched it. So no one even created a campaign for it. Honestly, it was funny. So I decided, okay, fine. I'm going to go ahead and remake it for 2020, or rebrand it for 2025. So I unpublished it, rebranded it, and republished it. So we have all these wonderful campaigns that are running. Anything else that Chef Steve or anybody else wants to raise awareness for, all they got to do is say, hey, can you set up a team campaign for this? And I'll be happy to do that. Chef Steve will be happy to do that. Rusty Rhymes will be happy to do that. DeBearfan will be happy to do that. We, all four of us, have access to create a new team campaign and work together to help get you set up. So if you want to join the team, there's a way to do that. Exclamation GCC. There we go. Go to our team website. Click on the Join GCC button at the very top. Follow the directions, and shortly thereafter, if Chef Steve gets a chance to sit down and not run himself ragged, he'll be able to go ahead and sit down with you and get you squared away. Get you set up on the team through Tiltify. We used to go ahead and link you up on the team through Twitch, but for some reason or another, he decided to stop doing that. If we're linked up through Twitch, you'll be able to go ahead and use a team extension on your Twitch page. But it's really one of those things where it's like, we're not gonna worry about it, because those extensions keep breaking every now and then. So if you sign up on the website, we'll get you linked up on the team through Tiltify. We'll even sit down with you on Discord and help you through everything, setting up your very first campaign, how you link it up to the team campaign if you don't go through the method I showed you just a minute ago. All those wonderful things, we'll be happy to help you out with. So thank you guys for listening to me ramble for a little bit there. We're gonna get back to this. All right. Let's get through this. So either we run out of thread or 1 o'clock hits. That's going to be the rule at this point. If I'm almost done with the thread and we hit 1 o'clock, then I'll consent defeat and go, yeah, no, I think we're good. I think I can keep on going for just a wee bit longer. Again, though, I am not going to be raiding out to anybody like I would normally would, because again, I decided to go ahead and do a late stream today, rather than my normal 5:30 start time, because of a family event that we had. So I wanted to make sure that I had, that I still got on here and still did something, whether it's this or playing video games. And again, I might very well take Friday off from streaming, in order to set up things for our first Starlight stream. I'll need to make sure that I have our different variations of donations notifications set up over on Streamlabs. Make sure all of our commands are working. If there's any new videos from Starlight, get those new videos added in. Make sure they're working properly. Update any commands through Nightbot or through my Streamlabs chatbot. Some of us make this thing look seamless and easy. Like we click a button, everything changes, and we're done. But really, you know, there's a lot of back-end stuff that needs to happen. Alright, let's see. And chat, again, don't forget we also have those wonderful channel point commands. Imitations for 3 minutes, set at various different channel point totals. I am thirsty. I'm gonna need to have a hydrate moment here in a moment. Had a funny funny thing happened when I got to the store yesterday. ended up finding out that apparently Kroger decided that they were going to go ahead and make both the 24 packs of Pepsi products, at the very least. Pepsi, Dr. Pepper products. They were going to make them the same price as the 12 packs. The 12 packs were like 15, probably not 15. They were probably about like $12 and change or something like that. They ended up going ahead and dropping them down to $10.99. And you buy two, you get two free. But just so happens the 24 packs were already $10.99. Normally $15.99, but they were on sale for $10.99. I'm like, well, I either get 4 12 packs, I buy two and I get two free, or I just get my two 24 packs and pay the same amount. I think I'll just go to the 24 packs. Make it easy. That last track we were listening to has a very long, like silent, like dead air bit, and then a hidden track comes up, and that was of my buddy who was singing. My buddy and his oldest daughter. I would like to go ahead and get through this row and the next row. So that way I'm evenly caught up with what we've gotten done on the ear as far as rows are concerned. I'd sing along right now, Chet, but I've got 2 little ones upstairs asleep. And if I start singing, they'll probably wake up. And then the missus will be very upset with me. I've got to figure out, by the way, Chad, I got to figure out how, what I'm going to do for incentives. I had a pretty good incentive at one point in time. But I am going to have to adjust some of that. My regular, I shouldn't say my incentives, I should say my milestones. Like my incentives, I think we're good. You know, the kaleidoscope glasses, the 8-bit meme sunglasses, the gloves, or rather the puppets. Whether I'm playing a video game or I'm doing this, I got to try to find out try to find a way to incorporate them into trying to do all this. You guys imagine me trying to go ahead and mess around with this while I've got a shark or a dino puppet on my hand. So yeah, those are definitely things. But our milestones. You know, what are we gonna do when we hit this amount of money? What are we gonna do when we hit this amount of money? Yeah, for the most part, everything for the kids, what we unlock for the kids of Starlight stays the same, but what it does for you guys, that's where things are going to get kind of wonky. Now, my plan is to still actually do like a karaoke stream. Like I still want to I'm not gonna be able to go ahead and take my setup here with me, but I wouldn't mind going ahead and maybe at some point or another set up a live stream from my phone where we sit down at a bar and we just listen to everyone sing while waiting for my turn to go up and sing. Now, I will say that unfortunately the VODs for that will not be saved, because we know that that most every song that'll be played at karaoke will get muted. One of the reasons why, if you notice, the last couple of episodes of the stream have not been posted. Not because there was muted sections that I needed to go ahead and dispute or anything like that, but because of the fact that I've had I've had issues. Yo, Kenny, what's up, bud? But I was doing regular karaoke streams right from my right from here, and they would get muted because, you know, and heaven forbid I had to disconnect and have to reconnect the stream and have more muted sections on that stream, because then I would have gotten a warning about DMCA strikes and whatnot. So yeah, used to be a live karaoke band. That was fun. Yeah, dude. That's always been something that I've been kind of wanting to look into too, is doing a live action, a live band karaoke. That'd be kind of neat. Played bass for that. Nice. Slap of the bass. Question is, though, Kenny, is when you would play a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, did you slap at the bass like Flea did? When you would play a Korn song, would you slap at the bass like Fieldy? Kinda. I put my own take on it. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, here's a question. When playing a Metallica song, depending on what album that the song came from, did you take on the form of Cliff and or Jason Newsted? Korn wasn't a popular one? Get out of here. Dude, I would have done Korn all the time. Cliff always? Okay. Even if it was the Black Album where Jason Newsted was the bassist at that point. Not saying that Jason was better than Cliff. Cliff was bass god. Still is bass god. Or one of the bass gods. Alright, somebody forced me to take a drink. Can't really say more than that. Okay. Hydrate right about now. Fucker. Oh, come on. Monday to 1 a.m. Try today's time so you'll be fried. Don't mute me. Talking Twitch there. Dude, me and my friends, when at the height of of the Guitar Hero, Rock Band came out, and Rock Band was kind of a game changer because not only did you have guitars, but you had microphone, and you had a drum kit that came with it. My friends would try their damnedest to play the drums on Rush Tom Sawyer. Needless to say, my friends got pretty tired of it after a while. We ended up going ahead and bringing a friend over, and he was playing on the drums. And he went to hit the bass. He went to hit the bass pedal, and the pedal broke on him, like snapped in half. And he's like, dude, I am so sorry. I'm like, sorry, dude. It was made of plastic. They should have really made that with metal. Should have just gone ahead and done a regular metal bass pedal. So that's on them for crappy planning. I think in the 4 years I did the band, we did 2 Rush songs. Yeah, it was a bummer. He felt bad, and I'm like, dude, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Like, I gave him shit about it. Like, man, I invite you over, you break my shit. And I was like, no, I'm just kidding. You're fine. Like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's cool. We'll get some duct tape. We'll duct tape it up or something like that. We'll figure a way to get it working again. And if we don't, then oh well, no big deal. At one point, there was talk about going ahead and going over to, like Sam Ash or Guitar Center, or even going to like a play it again music store, kind of like your play it again sports, but in this case music, and finding a random bass slash hi-hat pedal, and just taking the guts from the Rock Band bass pedal and putting it into the real bass pedal, and just making a new one, and we just never got around to it. Just never happened. And now I don't have enough room to play Rock Band, even if I wanted to. Actually, I'm sure I could probably go ahead and figure something out if I had, if I got rid of some things. Okay, I need a drink. I need a hydrate moment. Stretch too. Okay. Alright, cool. We're actually almost to the point of where I can go ahead and say that we're caught up with everything. Chat, if you're just joining us, we are working on our on a project here for my oldest. This is my eldest, I should say. This project is a picture of Rainbow Heart Bear. Rainbow Heart Bear was a new Care Bear added for the 30th anniversary, and she's usually used to depict folks who have experienced a miscarriage, but then with the next pregnancy, the next pregnancy that goes full term, the baby is referred to as a rainbow baby, and this is generally one that a lot of folks end up using. That was straight down, right? Yeah, that was straight down. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and highlight that next section so I know which we're working on next. There, that's the row we're working on now. Okay, you can't see it yet, but you'll see it in a moment. All right, so it looks like it's going straight down. All right. My friend Max plays Rocksmith on guitar, streams it here too. Yeah, you see, I've got a decent guitar over there. I just can't play for shit. I am what you call a one fret wonder when it comes to a guitar. I set it to standard E tuning, but then drop my low E to a D, and I just one fret that entire thing. I am terrible. One fret power chord. That's it. Every now and then, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll add a I'll add the accent chords in there, but generally, yeah. Honestly, Kenny, I've been practicing since 1999. Maybe actually since 97, honestly. But I've not gotten better. I can, for the most part, I say most part because I play it kind of my own way. I can, for the most part, play Nothing Else Matters. When you get into the actual verse from the intro, I kind of do my own progression. It doesn't sound 100% the same, but it's close. Yeah, I've tried so many times to look at hand placements, and I cannot get this hand. My dominant hand cannot get the darn thing to do what it needs to do to get into the appropriate positions. I don't understand it. Now, I haven't tried left-handed guitar, where your right hand is up on the frets, on the fretboard. I have a feeling that I might be a little easier to do that than I am to do this, because I don't have the motion. Here, I have the motion. I can air guitar left-handed. So yeah, I don't know. I may try it. We'll see. I just haven't had a chance to go out and find me a left-handed guitar at some point or another. Check something real quick here. Question is, oops, that's not what I want. Yeah. Doggone it, I didn't win a damn thing today. Yep. Well, I know what I'm going to be doing before the next Powerball drawing. I'm going to go through the last 180 pulls, and I'm going to reconfigure my my low guess, my high guess, my average guess, and then a bunch of different variations. So yeah. Yeah, guys, if you're not sure what we're doing here, we're raising awareness for Extra Life, a program of the Children's Miracle Network. If you'd like to help out, donate. I just went through the whole spiel here a little bit ago about it. I've got just enough. We'll go ahead and keep on going. We're almost done. 94, so 31 years on bass and piano. Taking a long time, right? And we've got this bit here and this little bit. We're not terribly far away from running out, so we'll just keep on keeping. Now, because we dropped straight down instead of going over like we have been, where we kind of had like a step by step kind of thing. This makes it so instead of going from top left to lower, from top right to lower left, all the way across. I've got to go from lower right, or I had it right the first time. Excuse me. From top left to lower right. Instead, we're now going from lower left to upper right. So it's a little weird, but it still works. Oh, I was also mentioning earlier why I'm not using a loom. The circle looms, I can't stand them damn things. They get in my way. They crease my works more so. They put like a hard crease in versus what I'm doing here, which is like soft creases, soft to hard creases. But and the other loom that I was using, it was transferring the wood stain off of the wood.
People don't know this, but this is actually the right way to eat a cinnamon roll. We start by unraveling it from the center and...
That is not the correct way to eat a cinnamon roll. That is not the way you're supposed to do it. That is some false ass information about the cinnamon roll, and I don't appreciate it. You're gonna have all these goofy ass children walking around eating the cinnamon rolls the wrong way. That is not correct information. You're supposed to eat the cinnamon roll like that. What the hell wrong with you?
The hell's wrong with you, Kenny? Yeah, I haven't watched some of his recent stuff, but I mean it's really easy to get caught back up. I know there for a minute he was talking about heading over to the UB-tubes when TikTok was being threatened. People kill my ass all the time. You'd be kind of iffy too. I mean, I remember I have an old South Park shirt, The Many Deaths of Kenny. Of course, it was like the sixth most like the top 6 of season 1. Like electrocuted, dismembered by rats. There's a couple, I can't remember all of them. I've got the shirt put away right now. I went through and got rid of like I think it was like over half of my shirts. All of my winter stuff and a bunch of the of my t-shirts that I was like, okay, I'm gonna just put these over here right now. So I've got too many, and I want to go ahead and I want to sort of cycle some in and out. Somehow I ended up with just as many that I put away. Like, I have no idea where all these came from. We're almost done with this thread here. Ones I have are now too big. Yeah. I've got to go through and I got to put some away because I'm too big for them now. I blinked. Literally blinked. And there are shirts that are too small for me. Like, when did this happen? And I realized exactly what it is. I've not been keeping up on my singing. I've not been working my core. So the core has broken down and I've got the belly now. I got the dad bod. Before it wasn't bad. I stayed relatively skinny. I went from around 100, I think it was 170, about 160, 170 pounds. I'm almost 200 now. It's crazy for me to say that. Blame Pepe. can't blame Pepe, because Pepe was the one that forced me to stay home. And not go out every weekend like I used to do. Or nearly every weekend. Almost to the true halfway point. Or halfway through sorry. Almost done with the first pass of half stitches for this row we are currently working. Now we'll get through the entire row of half stitches. And we'll probably get through some of the return with this thread, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish up the first half stitches here. Do a couple on the return pass to complete the cross stitch. And then we'll go ahead and shut her down from there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. Oh. Alright, chat, so there's where we're at right now. Let me go ahead and zoom out here. So we can go ahead and see a little bit more in detail. We are done with the half stitch on that last row there that we were working on. And then what we'll do is when we get back back into the swing of things here, we will, here we go. What we'll do is we'll finish the rest of the other half stitch all the way across there. Once that's done, we'll tie it off and jump back over here, and maybe go ahead and do a little bit more on the ear. Or we might actually end up going ahead and doing some more of the darker this darker bit here on next to the outline. Some of those low lights, if you will. We'll see what happens. But that's where we are right now. Like I said, I goofed up over here. Kind of see it there in the picture, where there's an extra little tuft of hair. I goofed up when I was doing the initial outline. I did everything as you see it there, but when I got up to here to the ear, I was right here, and at least on the pattern, but I somehow was over here, and I had like another 10 to 15 more stitches to go before I even got to this point. But there was only like 5 stitches remaining, and I'm like, I goofed up somewhere. So I ended up frogging everything back to this point, and then just kind of sacrificing some of this part of the face here. So some of it's not gonna be quite as good as what you're seeing here, but I mean, it is. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll probably go ahead and do a couple more. Like I'll go ahead and I'll grab the 552 color, and we'll come over here, and we'll do a few more rows to maybe down to here. Or maybe what I can do is I can go down to as far as the crease on the ear, so right around here. And then once we get that done, then I can go back over here and I can fill in some more of the ear, and then once we get to this point here and finish up that row, then I can come over here to this, and I can just go to town all the way over, go to there, skip 4, over this way, skip 1, do that one, and then skip 2 and do those 2, and then back. So I have kind of a flight. Oh, you can't see what I'm talking about. Hold on. It changed on you. So what I was talking about here is, try to go ahead and get to, say, about this point here, with that darker, the low lights, if you will, and then work my way over, or then come back up here, finish up all this bit down to this row here. And once I've gone ahead and done that row on the ear, I can then pop myself back over here, after I've filled everything else from here down. I can go from here straight over, skip those 4, and then do these, skip that one, do that one, and skip those 2 and do those 2 right there, and then work my way back the opposite direction. Trying to plan it all out ahead of time makes things so much easier than trying to go ahead and figure it out on the fly. But yeah. All right, chat. It is 1:15. It's 1:15. I need to get my happy rear end off to bed. So here's what we're gonna do. I said it before. We are not gonna raid out to anybody tonight. Usually, I try to go ahead and get you over to someone, and try to at least do what we call a warm transfer. Those of us who have been in the call center business, you know what I'm talking about. In the case of raiding out to another channel, a warm transfer for me would be go over there, do the raid call, drop you guys off, and with a hey, hope you're doing good. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit while I do my shutdown sequences. But tonight's gonna be one of those nights where I'm like, I don't feel like doing that, and I really don't. I'm not one to do what we call a cold transfer, where I get you over there and say, sorry, I'm out, bye, and then raid and run. I dislike doing that. To me, personally, for me to do that to somebody else, I feel is disrespectful. So, again, that's just me. So I think what I'll end up doing is I'll just go ahead and say fare thee well to you guys tonight. If you guys want to go ahead and go hang out with someone else, I will tell you who is live. Let's see. Wait, Amish is live? Alright, cool. Alright, so a couple people that I would say go say hi to. Science underscore streams. He is currently live doing some Wacom Wednesday stuff. Amish Ace is doing Lego and Pokemon packs. Check them out. Fellow Starlight Ambassador Blacklight BLK LGHT. So Blacklight without the vowels. He's doing some festival vibe stuff. He's got song requests opened up. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out some disabled gamers from our Able Gamers crew. When I say our Able Gamers crew, I'm just talking, the Able Gamers crew themselves. Steven Spawn is currently streaming right now. There's a couple others too. Oh, Shaggy's still alive. If you guys want to go say hi to her, she's got her 3D printer going right now. I don't think that she's actually chatting right now. She might very well be asleep. But if you guys want to go ahead and pop on over there to her channel and drop her a follow and or a lurk, that'd be kind of cool. I appreciate you guys doing that. That being said, though, guys, I'm gonna jump on out of here. I am tired. I need to get some sleep. So thank you guys so much for being here, chatting, lurking. I appreciate all of you for all that you all do. Again, guys, tomorrow is the last day for our Extra Life campaign. Spread the word, let folks know what's going on. Hopefully we can get this finalize this thing and get it done. And if not, I'll put up the rest of the money to at least get us to $100. That's how I'm looking at it. So we will see you guys tomorrow. We'll play some games. We'll have some fun. Again, if I can go ahead and I think, like I said, I think Friday, I'm gonna go ahead and take Friday off to get the stream ready for our next stream, and I might go ahead and do a Saturday stream just to go ahead and make sure that I'm testing everything out and that it's working properly before we really get into the meat and potatoes of 50K to Mario Day. So again, if you also want to go ahead and hold off on helping out our charity campaigns until we start our campaign for Starlight. I completely understand. So thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. I'm out of here. Until then, rock on. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.